Glad to have you with us for this head-to-head between the Giants and the 49ers. The 49ers
are hosting here and want to be able to keep the home field advantage going as we get ready for this one. Chris, what is the key in this matchup?
Well, Gus, I think you said it best, home field advantage. This team needs to come out and rally early to get the fans on their side. If you have thousands of fans screaming and cheering, you feed off of that and you can turn it into some positive stuff on the field. This should be a great game in this one.
All right, Chris, and with that in mind, time to get this one going. We are ready for the NFL on EA Sports right now. Looks right, throws.
The focus of this offense is ball control, and it's built from the offensive line up. Of course, when you have one of the premier running backs in Frank Gore from Miami, it becomes an easy decision to run the rock.
No question about that, Gus. Frank Gore is one of those running backs, maybe not as flashy as some guys, but he puts up flashy numbers. It seems like he gains 5 yards falling down, and he is just built so low to the ground. The guys hate tackling him.
And Chris, he is definitely primed to be a performer to watch in this one.
As we take a look at the key players on the defense, it's led by excellent defensive end Justin Tuck from Notre Dame, who is the centerpiece of this squad, a two-time Pro Bowler.
Yeah, he's a guy that occasionally has been overshadowed in his career by somebody else on that defense, but now when you look at this defense, I don't think there's any question who the leader is. It's Justin Tuck.
Blackman takes it at the 25. He makes it out to the 33-yard line. Smith was there for the stop.
And from Ole Miss, onto the field steps the 8th-year quarterback, Eli Manning.
Good coverage downfield. Looks left, loads it up, picked off.
Wow, he closed on the ball quickly and came up with the interception.
Yeah, he took a risk going for the ball there because he didn't have any help behind him. But when you're that good at closing and attacking the ball, you can certainly afford to gamble occasionally.
And it's amazing what talent will let you get away with.
He's dragged down on the play. Well, at least the play will only result in a 2-yard loss.
Playing defensive end is all about the get-off. Can you anticipate the snap count? Turn the corner. Even if you don't get the sack, at least force that quarterback to step up so those big defensive tackles can get him. It is just so difficult for offensive lines to account for the safety. Typically, that's the one free runner that you have. And if you have a top-flight safety back there that can come in and make those kinds of plays, it really helps your run defense.
He's wrestled down around the 37-yard line by Phillips. It's 4th down. The 49ers are lining up to punt it away. He will start from the 13. Takes it back to the 33. Navarro Bowman was there to bring him down.
He did a good job there finding a seam and getting up the field. You know, a lot of people don't realize that being a punt returner or a kick returner is one of the toughest jobs in the NFL. There's a whole lot of things that could go wrong and only a few that can really go right.
And as we look at the key offensive players, Hakeem Nicks out of North Carolina is the go-to deep threat.
And that's important when we talk about a balanced attack all the time. And if you can't stretch the field, you're in danger of becoming extremely one-dimensional. Hakeem Nicks is an exciting player that gives the offense that home run threat.
And Chris, he is definitely primed to be a performer to watch in this one. Navarro Bowman was there for the stop.
And when you can run the ball for first downs, it sets up the play action. Now look for this team to be able to mix it up, and that can be so tough on the defense.
He's searching for a receiver. Patrick Willis was there to bring him down.
Pretty athletic play for a big guy. I tell you, as a quarterback, you see somebody make a play like that, you want to come back again and again.
Jacobs gets another carry.
Time to put up a shot. All right, let's go.
And so at the end of the first quarter, we're all even. Jacobs on the run.
And that was because the defense filled up all the gaps. The back was looking for somewhere to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the holes and stopped them for a minimal gain.
That's a touchdown.
Brandon Jacobs represents really everything a team could want in a running back. He always fights for the extra yardage. You never see him just running out of bounds. He's a tough guy. He's a great athlete. What a force.
Tynes adds the extra point. Lawrence Tynes is just about ready to kick this one away. Williams is back to receive the kick. He'll attempt to scrib it. Peel fields it at the 34. Jason Pierre-Paul was there for the stop. They were forced to punt on their last drive. Gore, the ball carrier. Matthias Kiwanuku was there to bring him down. It's now 2nd and 5. Flips it out short to his left. And the tackle was made by Michael Boley. Everything seemed to work perfectly on that one.
Yeah, I can remember hearing stories about old-time players in the NFL that literally they could go out in the pitch black and make throws and catches without really even seeing the ball. That's the kind of timing we're seeing today. So many times it's up to that backside blocker to get his guy on the ground, and it sounds ugly, but typically those guys are chopping at their knees and trying to knock them off their feet, so there's some cutback lanes.
Has a man open in the middle. The stop was made by Prince Amukamara.
Yeah, the quarterback and receiver read that one all the way and took advantage of the blitz to come up with a big-time play.
He lost yardage on the play.
The 49ers are not doing a good job at all on the ground so far. They need to somehow get that turned around, because if you can't run it, boy, it is tough to throw the football.
Back to pass, and they got him in a hurry. They'll need 15 on this 3rd down to move the chains. The Rock on the 16-yard line. Short throw to the left. And he's able to hold on to it. They lose 3 yards on that one.
That play was really all about defensive pursuit. They saw the ball thrown. They got there quickly for a loss on the play.
Looked like someone might have jumped.
False start. Offense.
Number 78 is guilty of moving early. They call on the field goal unit. He splits the uprights.
David Akers is one of the best long-distance kickers in the league. He's got the leg to get it there from any attempt inside of 60.
It's fielded at the 2. The Giants got the ball into the end zone on their last possession. They'll go to work at the 19-yard line. 1st down, 10 to go. Looking for a man. Looking. Fires it to the left. It's intercepted. And he's tackled at about the 41 by Cruz. 1st down and 10. Ball's on the 41. There's the deep throw. Michael Crabtree was the intended receiver on the play.
That pass rush didn't get there that time, but it got close enough to distract the quarterback and force him into a bad throw.
Dumps it out right. Deflected and broken up. Morgan was the intended receiver. 3rd down now, 10 yards for the 1st. Looks for the safe short throw. And he can't hang on in heavy traffic. 4th down. The 49ers line up to punt. The ball goes into the end zone. Touchback. They'll take over at the 20. Well, their offense will now come onto the field in excellent position, already leading in this game. Surveys the field and throws a deep bomb over the middle. He's brought down at about the 35-yard line by Goldson. They'll have 1st and 10 once again after that big gain through the air. Still looking for an open man.
A good job there by the quarterback to fit that ball in there with good coverage.
Yeah, and the defensive back didn't really do anything wrong there. The quarterback just made a good throw. We'll see if he starts to play him a bit more aggressively, maybe initiate some contact and get that receiver out of his comfort zone going forward.
They'll line up 3 yards out now. Manning hands it off.
Brandon Jacobs is one of my favorite players in the league. He brings a spark to this offense, and you can see it on plays like that. He just has it.
Tynes is good on the point after. Tynes will be kicking off. Williams is deep, looking to return the kickoff. Fields the kick at the 10. He makes it out to about the 27-yard line. Gregory Jones was there for the stop. The offense will start at the 27. And we'll have a 1st down and 10. Gore takes the give. And the tackle was made by Jason Pierre-Paul.
The 49ers have had very little success running the ball so far, but that time they were able to create a little push and get some decent yardage.
Has a man out to his right. Matthias Kiwanuku was there to bring him down. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 38. Moves up, and the defense has him. Sack. And we've come to halftime here. The score at the halfway mark is the Giants 14, the 49ers 3. He makes it out to the 20. Williams was there for the stop. They'll take over at the 20. Now we have a 1st down and 10 to go. Throws it over the middle of the field. Wants it all! And he's got a man open!
Oops. That was just superior play calling that time on the offense. They sucked the defense in with the play action and got it in behind.
And so far in this one, as you can see, this player has been the impact performer of the game so far. He's tackled at about the 13-yard line by Goldson. The goal line only a dozen yards away now. Jacobs gets it on the inside. He's dropped down around the 8-yard line by Brooks. New York, it's about to extend the lead to 3 scores. Here's the give. He's wrestled down just outside the goal line by number 92. They line up a few feet from the goal line. Runs through the defender, and he's in.
Brandon Jacobs represents really everything a team could want in a running back. He always fights for the extra yardage. You never see him just running out of bounds. He's a tough guy. He's a great athlete. What a force.
The PAT is up and good. So, time winding down in the 3rd with the score. The Giants, 21. The 49ers, 3. And he'll return it from way back at the 3. He brings it back to the 23.
Prince Amukamara
Was there to bring him down. They'll start at the 23-yard line. First down, 10 to go. And looks left. Throws. Aaron Ross was there for the stop. Morgan gains about 5 yards on the play. Second down and 5 to go. On the ground, up the middle.
Frank Gore is one of those guys that not a lot of people knew about coming out of college because he had so many injuries in college. He came out, though. He proved he could stay healthy. And this guy, pound for pound, may be the toughest guy in all of football. He is all fight all the time, and you better be strapping it on pretty tightly to go tackle Frank Gore.
It's a 2nd and 11 situation here. Ball on their own 38. Smith hands it off straight ahead.
Frank Gore is one of those guys that not a lot of people knew about coming out of college because he had so many injuries in college. He came out, though. He proved he could stay healthy. And this guy, pound for pound, may be the toughest guy in all of football. He is all fight all the time, and you better be strapping it on pretty tightly to go tackle Frank Gore.
They've got a 2nd and 12 here. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. The score is 21-3. Giants, the 49ers, are looking at a 3-possession deficit as we start the 4th quarter. Aaron Ross was there to bring him down. 3, call it 4 on the completion. Facing a 3rd and 8 situation. Ball is on the 47. Passes out to his right. He bats the ball away. The defender gets a hand on it, and that will bring up 4th down.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say what happened on 3rd down, and you have a pretty good indication of how that game came out. Good play by the defense.
He's looking towards the left side. They line up at the 27. Smith gives it up the middle.
Did you see how fast that linebacker was on that one? Not only did he recognize it, but when he did recognize it, he had the explosiveness to get there.
Antrell Roll was there for the stop.
It's one of the dangers. You bring those extra defenders trying to get after the quarterback, and you're going to leave some man coverage on the outside. That time the quarterback able to take advantage.
The stop was made by Matthias Kiwanuku.
And they really ran right into the blitz. That's a time that a veteran quarterback should have changed the play at the line of scrimmage. You could see the blitz coming. He didn't audible and only came away with a short gain.
Michael Crabtree was his intended target.
Yeah, but you have to be careful making that throw. Sometimes those are easily intercepted. You did a good job getting out of there, but that throw was dangerous.
Chris Canty has 10 sacks this year. Short pass to his left. It's a fumble. I think the defense has it, and they do. Jacobs on the handoff.
You know, you can draw up any sort of protection scheme and blocking scheme that you want. But ultimately, this game comes down to one big man against another big man. And that time, the defense's big men, they won the battle. Eli Manning is one of the most accurate passers in the NFL, so when he slings one out of reach like that, you go, what the heck just happened?
Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. It's knocked down. Excellent play by the defender. And the pass will fall incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on 3rd down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
He's searching for a receiver. Has a seam down the middle. He catches it and is tackled immediately. Runs left, and he's got blockers. Tries to juke the defender, and he will be tackled.
Yeah, the offensive line did their job. They created enough of a seam to get him up into the secondary, and then he was able to explode from there.
Jacobs gets the call, and the tackle was made by Carlos Rogers.
Nothing makes a defensive coordinator cringe more than seeing that kind of run, because then it sets up the play action, and there's almost no way to stop an offense if you can't stop the run and you have to deal with play action.
They pick up 2 yards. Jacobs takes it left. And he's tackled around the 40-yard line by Goldson.
5-yard gain on the play.
Here's a handoff left side. He's loose and running strong.
Brandon Jacobs really has a special sense of how a play is developing, and he knows the blocking assignments of those guys up front. You can just see it. He is very patient. He waits for it to develop and then takes full advantage.
Navarro Bowman was there to bring him down. They get 3 yards on the play. Ware on the run. He fights forward to about the 23. Navarro Bowman was there for the stop. They'll give it off here. He's brought down around the 20-yard line by Brown.
New York calls timeout.
And the kick is good. So the score now, the Giants 24, the 49ers 3. Williams takes the kick at the 15. Brings this one back to the 37. Lawrence Tynes was there to bring him down. That's the end of this one. The game's top plays and stats are next. And let's take a look at the Gatorade Performer.